Then hope you forget about how wrong they were. But not Mackie and Judd.
Write this down.
This is the big leagues, where we own our terrible predictions.
Write that down.
And keep track of each other's batting averages. It's Write That Down.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
With Mackie and Judd.
And we are headed for the home stretch of Write That Down. I have blown an enormous lead. It's a complete embarrassment. Mackie is not on the show today. He is having some travel issues, but he has sent in his predictions. And so we will get to, I believe it's our last Write That Down. And then we should have a decision next week, I believe.
No,
so,
I don't believe that's correct. No, because we have predictions that still like linger from the 2021 season. I think.
No. I think that's for football. That's in. I believe what we do there is we take the football ones that are going to be out there and extend those. So like if you picked MVP, but I think for this one, I think we draw a harder line. I believe that's what we've done in the past. It gets very confusing.
It is confusing. I thought we decided that we
thing.
wouldn't be crowning it next week because there's still predictions that will take a little bit to come off the board. So
why am I even here if we're not crowning it?
Why?
Anyway, no. Because you forced your way in, you got in because you influenced Declan, your brother. But that is our buddy, who I believe is making his third appearance on the show this year. Brother Liam joins us from North Carolina, correct, Brother Liam?
Yes, sir. That's right. North Carolina.
Where he informs us it's 71 degrees, but he's flying here for the Winter Classic, and so he's going to get his comeuppance here. So we will right now go through the rules. We will go through the current standings, and then we will bring you back in, okay? All right, Brother Liam? So put him in the back room.
Don't be that.
Don't be.
Oh my God, I love that.
Well, after he bullied his way onto the show.
Well, he didn't bully. No, he didn't bully. The executive producer could not find a GD guest for this time slot for a month. It's actually completely on me. No one wanted to come on for this day. For a month, I booked these things out.
Brother Liam, I apologize. My accusations were unfounded. They were unfair. I apologize. Okay, if you don't know, why don't you? How this works, write that down. 3 predictions from all the panelists each week. They must be quantifiable. What does that mean? Why do we say that every week? It's because early on in Write That Down, Phil said he predicted Karl Anthony Towns will be the man. Be the man. And everyone else on the show at that time said, what the hell does that mean, Phil? You can't just say he will be, like, you can't win that point. So now quantifiable picks. We keep track of batting averages and home runs. Of course, for the new Write That Down on Purple Daily, it's touchdowns and Dex. So if people want to participate, how can they reach you to do so?
2 ways. You can send us a message on the Score North app under the feedback tab. I'll get your email, and then we'll get you in queue and in tow for Write That Down, or slide in my DMs, which has never caused me any issue at all. So slide into my DMs on Twitter.
DMs. He
could be you can get on the option for both shows either way. I believe we are booked through most of January, but we have openings at the end of the month and starting in February. So shoot me an email, shoot me a note.
All right, so drum roll, please, Declan Goff.
All right, Judd.
You take us through the current statistics of Write That Down.
All right, let's start with Mr. Judd Zolgad. What do we got here? Ooh, a couple things off the board. A decent week here for old Judley.
Yeah, okay, that's not
Let's start with the bad. We'll start with the bad. You said Ant Edwards would return to the Wolves by next week's Write That Down from the COVID list. That ain't happening.
You know, he was on the bench last night, but in street clothes, so I didn't come as close as I thought.
Mm-hmm. You said the Fox team of Chris Myers and Daryl Moose Johnston will work at least 4 Vikings games. Only worked 2.
You know what? I think that there were a few games where the Vikings weren't deemed worthy of their presence. Think about that for a second. Chris and Moose, I thought, were like the last team.
Yeah.
I thought wrong.
Yeah, you did.
I clearly thought wrong. All right, next one.
However, you said the Timberwolves will win at least 1 game between now and next week's Write That Down. I was at the game on Monday. It was an amazing Greg Monroe show.
Just a
You said the NHL will not go to the Olympics in February of 2022. And that the Dallas Cowboys would win the NFC East.
All right.
Nice little week there for Judd.
So 3 of 5, not too bad.
Not bad.
Too bad.
Oh,
Macadac.
a lot of red here.
This is why he's not here, Declan.
For our Lord and Savior. Okay. You said, and this is great,
Lord
by the way.
Great mine, yeah.
He said Paris Saint-Germain would defeat Lorient in the French Soccer League.
Yep.
He said Atletico Madrid will beat Granada in La Liga.
Yep.
And then Napoli will beat Spezia in Serie A. And we got notes, by the way.
Yes.
Let me point this out. Because Mackie was just slamming Judd and I for our Jason Tyner singles up the middle. Everyone who is a soccer fan who follows our show was DMing us saying these are basically layup of soccer predictions. And you know what, Mackie? You get a buzzer for all three. This is what you get for thinking that we don't know soccer and you blindly pick and still get your comeuppance. I'm glad this happened to him.
Do you remember, Dex? He actually protested one of my picks.
Yes.
Or predictions last week.
Mine too.
Prediction. He protested it and was like, that can't be it. And then we were told that basically what he did was he went to the soccer lines, right? Like the gambling lines, and got 3 slam dunks and put them in. And then you're right. Karma just bit him in the ass.
So I have
and all 3 of them were wrong.
I have no sympathy for Mackie. He also said by the end of December, Kirill Kaprizov will lead the Wild in goals scored. Well, they missed a lot of games, and Kirill is not leading this team in goals scored.
Oh, darn.
He said between now and January 1st, when he made this prediction, the Gophers men's basketball team will lose at least 6 games, and the Gophers men's basketball team is
10-1, right?
Yeah.
Ben Johnson, take that, Phil.
And then he also said Phil Mickelson will summon Tony Romo for the match to be his teammate by the end of the year. That did not happen. There was a match, but not with.
And that concludes Phil Mackey's attempt to catch me or you, but me for the batting average lead.
All right, let's.
That's what he was trying. Those soccer picks were specifically to try and catch me.
A decent week for the listeners here.
No, this is good. Good.
Justin said the SDSU Jackrabbits will win the FCS title. And that Toby said the Vikings will have at least 10 wins, a top 10 offense, a top 10 defense. Toby, I'm sorry. Woof. Yeah. Brady, though, that Tim Tebow will catch less than 5 passes in 2021.
Didn't make the roster.
That does hit. But a nice home run here from Reed. In the 2021 season, the Gopher football team will win at least 9 games, a bowl game, and PJ Fleck will remain the head coach. That's a 3-item parlay.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a tape measure, but it's a nice Mauer shot over the pots. So we'll take it. That's a home run, man.
That's pretty good.
That's a home run. Not a bad week for listeners. All right.
All right, Declan. Let's see how you did.
All right. I have been clinging to the batting average lead. Let's see what happened this week for the executive producer.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I said Cat will post a double-double between now and next week's. Write that down. The dude got on the COVID list within minutes after me making that prediction. And then after a snake-bitten start to the season, I thought my number one boy, Kevin Fiala, would score at least 7 goals in the month of December. I got robbed by games, okay? It was going to happen.
Well, so did Phil on Kaprizov. Fanboy Declan, though.
So that means...
All right, let's see it.
The batting average standings in the last week of 2021 has Judd Zolgan back in front!
Oh, the joy! Fire some music! No,
I have found. You
son of a. There.
Oh, there we go. There it is. There it is. There it is. Get the flag, Judd. Get the flag. Get the flag.
All you naysayers, all you people that said I couldn't do it.
Judd Zolgad is back in front with a 356 average and 7 home runs. I have fallen off the top from 351 with 6 home runs. Phil Mackey, after his rough week, has dipped to 308 with 5 home runs. And the listeners at 269, but leading the 2021 standings with 9 dingers.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That Karl Anthony Towns news about him going on the COVID list was... because that was a slam dunk. Your prediction, every prediction that was made on last week's show that was a attempt to bunt, aside from mine, didn't hit.
No, it did not.
You had that
Judd.
cat one. All right, brother Liam, should we bring him in? Should we do this?
Do it. All right. 2 Gophs, 1 Judd.
All right, yeah, 2 Gophs and 1 Judd. This isn't good. 3 predictions, all quantifiable. We are going to start with Liam. Then we'll go to me. Then you'll play Phil's, correct? Declan Goff. And then you, and then we'll come back to brother Liam. All right, kick us off. What do you got for us?
All right. Well, news just broke. The Wild are not expecting Jonas Brodin to be back by Saturday off the COVID protocol. So Callan Addison is drawing into the Winter Classic. Right? It's cold, but there's a lot of, it's a big stage. Callan Addison will score a goal, and the Wild will win the Winter Classic.
I've got him winning too. I like it. This game is going to have nobody playing by the time that these COVID protocols get done with this thing, though.
No one's going to be playing any defense. It's going to be just a barn burner.
Oh, and at 15 below? Yeah, it's going to be miserable. All right. I'm next.
Okay.
He is now so he has not been declared out yet.
Like writing things down?
He is not, knock on wood, fallen victim to COVID protocols. So I'm going to put Kirill Kaprizov, who said yesterday in Russia, he has played in 15 to 20 below before. Yeah. He's done this. Siberia, baby. I'm going to put Kirill Kaprizov on at least 1 goal Saturday. He's going to score at least 1 goal because I don't think it's going to, as long as he's playing, and that's where I'm susceptible to being wrong. I think he scores a goal. Phil Mackie. What did Phil Mackie predict? Declan.
All right. So, old Macadac here. Welcome to Old Town Scottsdale. Some palm trees for you. Old Macadac's had a bit of a travel nightmare week. Came down to Arizona to spend a few days over the holidays with some family. Woke up early Tuesday morning with a gnarly bout of food poisoning. That was fun. Hugging the toilet for about 6 hours between 1 in the morning and 7 in the morning. And I spent all day Tuesday gearing up for my Michael Jordan flu game. I was going to rest and recover and be ready to fly home on Tuesday night. And they canceled our flight. And they bumped it to Friday. Now, there's worse places to be spending an extra 3 days than Scottsdale, Arizona. Go Gophers. But here's my first prediction. The travel nightmare week will continue. And my flight on Friday will either be delayed or canceled again. Write it down. The power of negative thinking.
That was more information about Phil throwing up than I think we probably
didn't need that.
Had to have. But all right then. Okay.
All right, that's Mackie's first prediction. Yeah. My first one, I have fallen out that batting average lead, so I will say this. The Wild will win the Winter Classic, and Ryan Hartman and Kirill Kaprizov will each score a goal.
Okay. So
I don't know if that's a dinger.
I was going to say it. Yeah, because that's a three different things.
Yeah, I think it is a dinger.
I think if you're going to go 3 deep, I think you get the home run.
Yeah. So they win the Winter Classic. Ryan Hartman and Kirill Kaprizov will each score a goal, at least 1 goal, each of them. So
all right, Liam, your second prediction.
All right, my second prediction, also Winter Classic related. There will need to be at least 1 ambulance called out to Target Field to escort someone out because it is so cold. At least once during the Winter Classic, someone's going to fall out. There has to be other people traveling from warmer climates like me who just can't deal. They probably packed like sweatpants and like a hoodie, and they're going to fall out. It's going to happen. I'm prepared. I grew up in Minnesota, but a lot of people haven't.
Now, if you don't see that though, we're going to have to rely on reports, and if we don't get a report.
I'm sure there'll be I gotta think, right?
There might be a report about it.
But you'll probably see like paramedics with the stretcher, like something.
You think they're gonna be reviving people doing chest compressions?
I won't be. You don't want my mouth anywhere near someone else.
No, we don't. All right. Well, if we can quantify it, so if you guys see this take place, or if there's a report in the papers or on the websites for the Star Tribune or Pioneer Press, you get the point. I think if we can't prove it happened, you don't get the point.
And it's not a home run.
I want to be clear too. This
Yep.
this isn't just the EMTs and paramedics that Target Field usually has. Like an ambulance is going to come.
Yeah. So I think we need to. I think if you guys see a stretcher, that counts. And if there's a report that an ambulance, emergency personnel were called, that counts. But if we just get a report that 20 people were treated for frostbite, that does not count because that would not necessarily require the requisite trip to the hospital.
Exactly.
Fair?
Exactly.
That's fair?
Yeah. Yep. That's fine.
All right. Write this down.
Okay.
Prediction for 2020.
Write this down.
Tanner Morgan will not be the Gophers starting quarterback at some point next season. So he's coming back. He's being counted on to start. Tanner Morgan, and I don't know how it's going to take place, but Tanner Morgan will not be the Gophers starting quarterback for the entirety of next season.
Okay.
Fair?
So Tanner Morgan will not be the Gophers starting quarterback
at some point next season. Like he'll start. I'm confident he will start the season as
benched,
the quarterback.
Related.
But something will happen where he will not start each game. Personally, I think, to go off the record, he gets benched. I just don't think it works anymore.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's
write it down. You like writing things down.
And he's not as.
Prediction number 2. Since the Gophers dominated West Virginia last night, running the ball all over the field. I don't know how they only scored 18 points. I think PJ Fleck might want to work on that. But I'm rowing the boat, and I think, write this down, the Gophers will have at least 2 offensive linemen drafted in 2022. At least 2 offensive linemen drafted in 2022. It's been a while since they've had offensive linemen drafted, so let's get 2 on the board.
All right. Sounds
I think
fair.
Falal Lele is probably the lock.
Yeah, I think Doogie said I think he's going to go, according to Doogie, like in the top 65.
Yeah, he's a day 2 pick, but
a bunch of them
I'm
are
curious
coming
who the
back,
other
though,
one would
right?
be. What's that?
I said I think a bunch of them are coming back.
How aren't they like all?
It doesn't matter anymore. They're like
doesn't. Yeah. No.
They're
COVID's added
28
like year.
COVID's allowing. I could go play.
Yeah. I'm gonna go suit up. As a matter of fact.
Okay.
I think you probably
Good
should.
luck with that one.
I think you probably should.
I
All right.
could throw farther than Tanner Morgan. I think.
That's
Actually,
scary.
you probably could.
That's scary, but yes, accurate.
All right. My second prediction, I'll make a Wolves one here. Jalen Noel will have a double-digit scoring showing performance between now and next week's. Write that down. It's been the Jalen Noel show for the Wolves the last few weeks. I will just give a nice little Jalen Noel layup here and say he will have a double-digit scoring performance between now and next week's. Write that down. And knowing my luck off the record, he'll go on the COVID protocol list here any minute.
Just trying to get on that board, Declan. Just trying to get back.
That's
All right. Brother
Brother
Liam, your third and final prediction to end 2021.
To end 2021, man, what a platform. So, Declan and I get together for these events, these brother weekends. I'm just going to go ahead. This might be a single. I'll let Declan judge. But I just about guarantee that Declan and I will be late or will get in trouble with one of our sisters through the text thread because of inebriation. Like we're not going to make a deadline. Like we're going to miss a hangout. We're going to be late for like a pickup or a dinner or even like a flight. It'll happen.
Ooh,
like it'll either be from a hangover or like an active inebriation, something.
Okay. So Declan or Liam will be late to a sibling-related event this weekend due to being drunk.
Yeah, it could be a hangover. It could be like an active drunkenness.
Alcohol will cause the problem. What? So besides the game on Saturday night, what else do you guys have planned?
Nothing, and that's the problem because then we usually fill that time with I don't get grain belts. I can't have McGolden lights, and they're nothing to usually write home about. But I get very happy when I get to have them because they're not down here. So I'm sure we're just going to fill the time with beer.
Okay. Dex, you good with that?
Yeah, you'll have to. I'll have a note here for Phil that he'll have to check with me on the quantifiable, like if it happened or not. But Declan or Liam will be late to a sibling-related event this weekend due to drinking. Basically, is the prediction, right? That's the prediction spirit.
That's fair. That's
okay.
Fair.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Okay. Well, brother Liam, you have this enormous platform again. Is there anyone you would like to shout out for your other appearances here on Write That Down?
Man, I think it's like 4 times this year. I think and you know what, Judd, to Declan's defense, I did kind of bully my way on today because he mentioned in passing he couldn't find anyone during just a random phone call, and I said, don't even bother. Lock it down. I'll be there.
Okay, so you really didn't then. See, I thought that you said, hey, I got some big predictions, put me on, and Declan caved. But I didn't know that he was trying to find a participant for this tough week to find a participant for. So it wasn't what I thought.
So much like like I'm like the taxi squad for Score North. You know what I mean? I don't count against the cap. I can call up at any time.
Rao?
It's fluid. Yeah, I'm like
he
a
is Kyle Rao.
You're Kyle Rao. You're just always there, and we're like, we're not going to play you today, but.
Yeah, it's kind of like Victor Rask. Like, oh man, sometimes he does some stuff and you're really impressed, but then like he just disappears for 15 games.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. Yeah,
right.
I'd like to thank Declan. It's another great year budging into his own show. Judd, it's always a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.
I'm looking forward to coming up. My poor son has never experienced winter. Not really. He wears shorts year round, so he's in for a really rude awakening.
Oh my God! Yeah, this is not the weekend. All right. Safe
Thank
travels,
you, Brother Liam.
Brother Liam, we'll see you later. Thank you.
Wow. All right. There's Brother Liam's other appearance. I'm shocked.
Write it down. You like writing
I guess he did make one about me. He said that he looped me in that we'd be drunk.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be more incriminating evidence against me, and I'm actually really thankful there isn't.
Very benign, in my opinion.
Yes.
Okay, here's my final Write That Down prediction for the year. This is emotional. There will be at least one change. So rule change, Dex, made to the NHL's 3-on-3 overtime rules this off season. So there will be at least one change made to the NHL's 3-on-3 overtime rules this off season. They're going to do something. They're getting back into too many ties and then shootouts, which they don't want. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I've got ideas. But I think they're going to come up with a way to incentivize or to penalize teams that go into basically a prevent defense 3-on-3.
I bet they make it 10 minutes. I think that off the record, I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a 10-minute overtime.
You know, the one thing that you could do, and I think that this would be a simple change. You could not allow players to circle back into their own zones. It's a penalty.
I don't know. So like you'd penalize them though. I don't know like how
delay a game.
I don't know. I think that's like tough. I don't know if that's
they can't. Possible. So you can't have them cross their own blue line without a play. So because like that's the thing now. They take the puck, they go behind their own net, right? They come out. I think that if you start to crack down, because that's the problem. I don't want guys circling. Too many guys circle. I hate going backwards. Make them go forwards. Phil Mackey's last prediction for Write That Down.
His third and final prediction from sunny Arizona.
Okay, and my final prediction here on Mackie and Judd, Write That Down, is presented by Federated Mutual Insurance Company. If you're a business owner out there and you're looking for a better night's sleep because your assets and employees are better protected, Federated is here to help you. Over 100 years of experience. They're based in Owatonna, Minnesota. They are one of us, so to speak, and a lot of really smart people down there in Federated land that can help your business protect against risks, protect your employees. Federatedinsurance.com, and remember, it's Federated. It's our business to protect yours. All right, my third and final prediction. Now, mind you, I have no idea what you guys, Judd and Declan, have predicted already today. And so I'm making this prediction blind, and it will come off the board, I'm guessing, immediately right now. Here's my third prediction. All three of Judd's predictions on today's episode will be 2022 or beyond predictions. What I'm saying is Judd is attempting to push predictions out into 2022 so he doesn't ding his 2021 batting average any further. So all three of Judd's predictions today will be for 2022 and beyond. Write it down.
Buzz it. No, it's wrong.
No, it's not.
Kirill Kaprizov will score.
That's in 2022.
At least one goal.
That's
Saturday.
That's
But
January
won't that
1st,
come up?
Judd.
Right, but won't that come off the? Yeah, no, that's true. That's
You
true.
said 2022 be related.
Yeah, I was
Predictions will be
thinking- yeah.
2022.
Yeah, so basically, if I didn't have a prediction before,
Yeah. He was basically saying
Saturday.
you weren't going to make a quantifiable prediction between now and Friday.
okay, yeah. So see that would then go to the fact that we do draw the line. Okay, yeah. You know what? I was
it
thinking
hit.
because that was going to come off so quickly.
Wow.
That's sort of- yeah. Okay. Well,
Oof.
Phil can have the point. What's your final prediction?
Yeah, my final prediction, a Wolves one here. Right now, the Timberwolves sit 2 games below 500 on the season.
Yep.
But I will say at some point in the month of January, the Timberwolves will climb above 500, at least a game above 500. They got some softies coming up. The Thunder are in town. The Rockets are in town. They got some softies again back on the schedule in January. At some point in the month of January, the Wolves will be at least a game over 500. Write it down.
All right.
Oh, no, not that one. Sorry. This one.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Let's write that down, predictions.
All right. So we're done.
We're done
for 2021. The next
We're
time
done for
the next time that we make predictions, it'll be 2022. Emotional
will.
stuff. All right. Appreciate, as always, people tuning in to watch this show, Purple Daily, as well. Eventually, we'll get around to a Judd's hockey show, Declan. But my God, they're not playing games. There's
not playing
literally
games.
nothing to talk about until at least hopefully we get through the Winter Classic without incident on Saturday. So appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon.